Hi friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we have to discuss about super keyword in Java programming. Super keyword is one of the most important concept in Java programming. First of all, we have to know about what is the purpose of super keyword. The first point is when we inherit the base class features into derived class, there is a possibility that base class features are similar to derived class features. In that context, we get ambiguity. Here we are taking two classes. One is teacher class and another one is student class. Teacher class can be considered as base class and student class can be considered as derived class. The data members present within the teacher class are ID, name, location. ID value is 1, name equal to James Gosling and location is equal to USA. So these are the data members or are features of the base class called teacher. Now I am taking derived class called student. So student class can acquire the data members present in the teacher class by using the extends keyword. So extends keyword is used to inheriting the properties of the base class by the derived class. Here class student extends teacher. Okay, so student class can acquire the features or data members from the base class called teacher. So then the data members present within the student class are ID, name, LOC. ID equal to 2, name equal to DSR and LOC is equal to Vijayawada. Okay, so by observing the teacher class and student class, the data members or are features of the both teacher class and student class are same but values are different. Okay, when we are inheriting the base class features into derived class, when both base class and derived class features are similar, in that case when we are accessing the data members, which class data members are accessed, either teacher class or student class. In that case, we can get the ambiguity. Okay. So, in order to differentiate the base class features in the context of derived class by using the super keyword. Okay, so super keyword always pointing to the base class features. Okay, next one. Super keyword can be applied to two levels. Super keyword can be applied to data member level. Super keyword can be applied to method level. Okay. So super keyword can be applied to data member level to access the data members of the base class using super keyword. By using the derived class, we have to use the following syntax: super dot base class data member name. Super dot base class data member name. By using this syntax, we are accessing the base class data members by using the super keyword in terms of derived class. Next one, super keyword at the method level. To access the methods of the base class using super keyword in terms of derived class, we have to use the following syntax: super dot base class method name. Okay, so in this way, super keyword can be applied to both levels. One is the data member level and another one is method level. What is the syntax we have to follow to access the data members of the base class by using super keyword? What is the syntax we have to follow to access the methods of the base class by using super keyword? So these are the points. These are the important points regarding super keyword. Now we can go for example program, Java program to illustrate super keyword at data member level. Okay, so class teacher. The data members of the teacher class is int id is equal to 1. String is a class, so that S is a capital letter. String name is equal to James Gosling. James Gosling is the father of Java language. Next one, string location LOC is equal to USA. So these are the data members of the student class, teacher class. Next, we are taking another class student extends teacher. We are acquiring the data members of the teacher class by the student class using the extends keyword. Okay. Here int id equal to 2, string name is equal to DSR. Next, string LOC is equal to Vijayawada. Next, here we have to write one more method, void display student teacher details. This is the method name. We have to write in simple way also, no problem. Now system dot out dot println. First we have to print the teacher details. System dot out dot println teacher id is here to access the base class data members with respect to the derived class, we have to use the super keyword. So then super.id. Here we have to print the teacher details. Teacher is the base class. When we are accessing the data members of the teacher class by using the derived class. At that time we have to use super keyword. Super dot base class data member name. Here base class is teacher class. Teacher class data member names are ID, name, location. Okay, so super dot base class data member name, that is ID. In the same way, system dot out dot println teacher name is plus super dot name. Next, in the same way, we have to print the location of the teacher. So system dot out dot println teacher location is super dot loc. So once we are printing the teacher details, next we have to print the student details. So system dot out dot println student details. System dot out dot println student ID is. Here how to access the student ID? So student, in the student class, whatever the data members are there, the data members can be accessed by using the data member name only. So that is ID. Next one, system dot out dot println student name is plus name. Next we have to print the location of the student. System dot out dot println student location is LOC. Now we have to close the method name. Next we have to close the student class. Next we have to write the main class. The main class is super demo. Next we have to write the main method public static void main string arguments. Next we have to create the object for the derived class only. Here the derived class is student, so that we have to create the object. Student S is equal to new student. Next, here student is the class name, S is the object that we are created for the student class, and new operator is used for allocating the memory for the object S, and the student open parenthesis close parenthesis is the constructor. Next one, by using this object we have to call this method. So display student teacher details. Semicolon. After that we have to close the main method. We have to close the class. Now here, by using the super keyword, we are accessing the data members of the base class. Okay. So super dot base class data member name. Okay. When we are accessing the derived class data members directly, we have to access the derived class data members by using the data member name. Okay. Now we have to save this program. Okay. File, save as, here superdemo.java. 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 So teacher is the base class, student is the derived class, and super demo is the main class. Okay, super demo is the main class. Here we have to create the object for the derived class. By using that object, we are accessing the method of the derived class. Okay, when we are accessing the data members of the base class, we have to use a keyword called super keyword, super dot base class data member name. Okay, when we are accessing the derived class data members directly, we are accessing the derived class data members by using the data member name. Okay, now we have to compile this program. So Java C super demo dot Java. Super demo dot Java. Here we have to save this program once again. Super demo dot Java. File, save as, now we have to save this program. Save as, here in the D drive we have to save super demo dot Java. So then after that click on save. Okay. The program is saved with superdemo.java. Next we have to compile this program. So Java C superdemo.java. The program is successfully compiled. So then we have to run this program Java super demo. Yes. Teacher details. Teacher ID is 1. Teacher name is James Gosling. teacher location is USA. Student details, student ID is 2, student name is DSR, student location is Vijayawada. Both base class and derived class data members are printed. When we are accessing the base class data members, we are using the super keyword. When we are accessing the derived class data members, we have to access that by using only data member name when we are extending the base class features into derived class. Next we can go for second level Java program to illustrate super keyword at method level. The previous program is Java program to illustrate super keyword at a data member level, but this program is super keyword can be used at method level. Okay, for that one we have to create one class circle. Class is a keyword, class name is a circle. Next one, here we have to write one method, draw method, void draw. In that method we have to write system dot out dot println draw method of circle class. So this method belongs to the circle class. Next, we have to close this method and we have to close this class. Okay. Next one, we have to create another class rectangle. Extends circle. Whatever the methods that are present in the circle class can be inherited into derived class by using the extends keyword. Okay. Now we have to write the same method here, void draw. Here the same method can be used in both base class and derived class, then that method is overridden. Okay. When we are accessing the draw method in circle class, the same method can be written in rectangle class when we are inheriting the properties from circle class to rectangle class by using the extends keyword. Here the same method is overridden. Okay, at that time we have to access the base class method, that is a draw method of circle class, by using the super keyword. By using the super keyword we are accessing the base class method. Okay, so what is the base class method here? Draw method. Draw method of circle class can be accessed by using the super keyword. So what is the syntax we have to follow to access the base class method name in terms of derived class? So super dot base class method name. So super dot draw. So this statement tells about superclass always pointing to the base class called circle. To access the method of base class called circle, we have to use the super keyword. super dot base class method name, that means super dot draw. Next one, system dot out dot println. This is draw method of rectangle class. Draw method of rectangle class. Draw method of rectangle class. Now we have to close this method and we have to close the rectangle class. Now we have to create main class. The main class name is Super.demo1. Okay. In that Super.demo1, we have to create the object for the derived class. Here the derived class is a rectangle. So rectangle R is equal to new rectangle. Next line, by using the object R, we have to call the method draw method. R dot draw. Okay. So here, when we are observing this program is similar to overriding program. Okay, because the same method can be called in both base class and derived class. Here, draw method can be used in circle class. Draw method can be declared in draw method can be defined in rectangle class. Okay, the same method can be used in both base class and derived class. So then method overriding can be occurred. Okay, so when method overriding can be occurred, base class method is overridden by the derived class method. So base class method is hidden by the derived class method. So now we have to access the base class method. For that purpose, we have to use the super keyword. Super dot base class method name. So then we are accessing the base class method. Okay, so this is the simple program. So it is like method overriding using super keyword, and also this program is belongs to super keyword at method level also. For both purposes, we have to use this program. Okay. Now we have to save this program. Save as. Go to D drive. Superdemo1.java. Superdemo1.java. Next one, we have to compile this program. So javac superdemo1.java. Small error occurring. So here main method we do not write, we have to write main method. Public static void main string arguments. Now we have to close main method. Then after that we have to close the class. Okay. Now we have to save this program. Now we have to compile this program. Java C super demo 1.java. The program is successfully compiled. Now we have to run this program. Java super demo 1. So draw method of circle class, draw method of rectangle class. So this is the output of the program. Okay. So by using the super keyword, we are accessing the method of the base class. Okay. So this is the explanation of the super keyword at the data member level, super keyword at the method level. So this is the most important concept. So thank you one and all for watching this video. If you really like my sessions, please click on the like button and click on the bell icon to get the future updates in my YouTube channel. After subscribing my YouTube channel, Divvela Srinivasa Rao. If you have any doubts, please put your doubts in the comment section. I will clarify your doubts. Thank you one and all for watching this video.